Bulls Nation, we have some breaking news that could reshape the future of the franchise. Leaks from the Chicago Bulls front office are stirring up speculation about the future of Zach LaVine, the team's all-star guard. At the same time, rookie sensation Matas Buzelis is dominating in ways that are impossible to ignore. Is this the start of a new era for the Bulls? Could LaVine and Buzelis form the dynamic duo Chicago desperately needs, or are the Bulls preparing for something bigger behind the scenes? Stay tuned, because today, we're diving deep into everything you need to know about this game-changing news. What's up, Bulls fans? Welcome back to the channel, your one-stop shop for everything Chicago Bulls. If you're as excited and maybe a little curious about the leaks surrounding Zach LaVine and the meteoric rise of Matas Buzelis, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any updates. Today, we're unpacking every detail of what's happening behind the scenes, how Buzelis' domination could affect the Bulls' strategy, and what the front office plans mean for the team's future. Let's get into it. The Chicago Bulls find themselves at a critical crossroads. With a roster full of talent, including veterans like DeMar DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic, this team has shown flashes of brilliance but has struggled to find consistency. The front office has been under pressure to make bold moves to keep the Bulls competitive in a stacked Eastern Conference. Zach LaVine, the face of the franchise and a two-time All-Star, is at the center of these discussions. Recent leaks suggest the Bulls' leadership is weighing two distinct paths regarding LaVine's future. On one hand, they're considering building the roster around him, optimizing the team's offensive schemes to fully unleash his scoring potential. On the other hand, trading LaVine for younger assets and draft picks is reportedly on the table, a move that could signal a significant rebuild. Zach LaVine's value to the Bulls cannot be understated. Over the years, he's proven himself as one of the league's most dynamic scorers, capable of taking over games with his shooting and athleticism. But despite his individual brilliance, there are questions about whether he can be the focal point of a championship contending team. The Bulls have struggled to make deep playoff runs with LaVine as their centerpiece, leading some to wonder if his trade value might be the key to reshaping the roster. Reports suggest that if the Bulls opt to move on from LaVine, the potential return could include young, up-and-coming talent and high-value draft picks. This approach would allow the Bulls to build a younger, more cohesive core around emerging players like Matas Buzelis. And speaking of Buzelis, the rookie phenom has been a revelation. Standing at 6'10" with guard-like skills, Buzelis is the type of versatile player every franchise dreams of having. Whether he's stretching the floor with his three-point shooting, creating off the dribble, or using his length to disrupt opponents on defense, Buzelis has shown flashes of superstardom. His ability to play multiple positions and adapt to different situations makes him an invaluable piece for the Bulls moving forward. Some analysts are already comparing his style to a hybrid of Kevin Durant and Brandon Ingram, blending size, shooting, and playmaking into one player. What's particularly exciting about Buzelis is how quickly he's adjusted to the NBA level. While rookies often take time to find their footing, Buzelis has hit the ground running, showcasing his potential on both ends of the court. In recent games, he's been a matchup nightmare for opponents, consistently creating mismatches that the Bulls have exploited to their advantage. The front office reportedly views Buzelis as a cornerstone of the franchise's future, which raises the question, is it time to fully embrace the youth movement? One of the most intriguing possibilities being discussed is pairing LaVine and Buzelis as a 1-2 punch. On paper, this duo has all the makings of an offensive powerhouse. LaVine's ability to score from anywhere on the floor and Buzelis' versatility could complement each other perfectly. Imagine pick-and-roll plays where LaVine's gravity as a scorer opens up lanes for Buzelis to attack. Or scenarios where Buzelis uses his size to create mismatches, freeing LaVine for open looks from deep. The potential for these two to thrive together is undeniable, but it hinges on the Bulls' ability to build the right supporting cast around them. The leaked reports also indicate that the front office is exploring ways to improve the team's depth and three-point shooting, areas that have been glaring weaknesses this season. Adding sharpshooters who can space the floor and defensive specialists to tighten up on the other end could unlock the full potential of a LaVine-Buzelis partnership. At the same time, retaining veterans like Alex Caruso and Patrick Williams would ensure the team maintains a defensive identity while giving the young stars room to grow. But what if the Bulls decide to go all in on Buzelis as the face of the franchise? Trading LaVine for assets would provide the team with the flexibility to build a roster that maximizes Buzelis' strengths. With his unique skill set, Buzelis could thrive in a system designed to emphasize ball movement and versatility. Surrounding him with high IQ players who can shoot, defend, and play multiple positions would allow the Bulls to create a modern, positionless style of basketball that's becoming the gold standard in the NBA. For fans, the idea of moving on from LaVine is bittersweet. He's been a loyal and electrifying presence in Chicago, delivering countless highlight reel moments and embodying the spirit of the team. However, the NBA is a business, and sometimes difficult decisions are necessary to achieve long-term success. If trading LaVine helps the Bulls secure a brighter future, it might be a move worth considering. The online reaction to these leaks has been intense, with fans divided over the team's direction. Some are fully on board with building around LaVine and Buzelis, believing this duo could elevate the Bulls back to contention. Others feel it's time to embrace a rebuild, using Buzelis as the foundation for a new era of Chicago basketball. Social media has been buzzing with passionate debates, with some fans even creating mock trades and potential lineups featuring Buzelis as the team's focal point. One thing is clear: the Bulls are at a pivotal moment in their history. The decisions made in the coming months will shape the trajectory of the franchise for years to come. Whether they double down on LaVine and aim to win now or pivot toward a youth movement centered around Buzelis, the team's leadership must navigate these waters carefully. Success in the NBA requires a mix of boldness, strategy, and a little bit of luck. The Bulls have the pieces to build something special. The question is whether they can put them together in the right way. All right, Bulls fans, that's everything we know about the front office's plans for Zach LaVine.